I sold the car. I had no gearbox. The engine was at spot on performance, and that ended up getting sold before I even got back to Perth.
Sure. Same as like Willowbank.
Correct. Yeah.
Sure.
So unfortunately, it's in the hands of the government with that spending.
And we all know how good they are.
Yeah, they take a while. Yeah, I don't know. It's one of them things. An army tank would be pretty cool.
It would be.
Maybe a killdozer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you planning something out here, or?
It's been a conversation between a few of us, but no, not planning anything.
I feel like
some days I could love it. I would love a killdozer. 100%. I've always been that way, man. I'm not gonna, I don't kick a stink if someone can't come to come racing with me, man.
Well,
everyone's got a life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I understand that completely.
What do you mean? There's life outside of racing?
Unfortunately, there is.
Yeah. All right, guys. Welcome back to another episode of In the Sheds. I'm here in another nice shed. Lorenzo.
Yes.
How are you, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
Very well. Thank you for having us.
Thanks for coming over.
Well, I just flew all the way over just to see you.
I wish, mate.
Mate, you got some hot rods here.
Yeah, couple.
Just a few.
Just a few.
What's inspired them?
I don't know. Just one of the things. My family grew up racing, so my uncles started racing a long time ago, back in the day, and
How far were you talking?
like late 90s.
Yep.
They started racing just like a super stock car type thing. Even super sedan back then as well.
Yeah.
And then obviously just over the years, going to the track and all that with my dad and all that with them.
Yep.
Growing up around it, and then like mid 2000s and stuff like that. Well, yeah, mid 2000s. My older brother and my cousin decided to start racing as well. So just ever since then, I've always been around it and just always been around drag racing.
The natural progression was to do it
correct.
yourself.
Yeah, correct. So and then obviously just helping out crewing and stuff like that, and then come to a point where I wanted to do my own thing. So I ended up purchasing my VL back then, and then that just slowly went from being a 13-second street car to a 7-second
That was a badass
drag and
thing,
drive car. So
yeah. Where's that now?
I believe it's still with the owner that brought it off me in Melbourne. So
Okay.
I don't think it's come out much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that definitely was a cool car.
Yeah. What was your first car?
My first daily? Just a Toyota Hilux back in the day.
Sure.
Yeah. And then had that for a while, and then bought the VL Commodore, and then pretty much just started racing. So.
And 13 seconds was like, that was your first sort of deal?
Yeah, first pass was like 13s. I think 1280 or something.
Did that feel fast back in the day?
Back in the day, obviously, being first car or whatever, like first race car.
Yeah.
And then I think it went straight from 13s into an 11-second car.
Yeah.
And then...
How big of a shift, like from that 13 to the 11, did that feel? Were you like, oh man, like I'm moving?
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it felt like quite a bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, over the years, gone pretty much a lot quicker. So
Yep.
every time I've gotten in a car that's obviously progressed in speed and all that, definitely feels faster.
You've pretty much halved the time now.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
What's the fastest you've gone in the red thing so far?
So the PB for that car, which was the last event we actually took it out to, was a 6:29 at 2:27, I believe.
In Perth.
Perth, yeah.
Yep.
It's only been Perth so far.
Yeah,
So obviously only unveiled it a couple of months ago. So
yeah, I was hanging so much, was watching Jimmy do some little teasers and this and that on it. And I was hanging to see some videos.
He's good at what he does.
He's very, very good.
Yeah. So
What's the goal with it? What do you want to try to do?
The goal was we built it. Obviously, we had our Pontiac GDO with the single turbo LS deal in it, and unfortunately, the Western Nationals in 2019, I believe it was. We put that thing on its roof.
Cool.
We split a head from number 1 spark plug to number 7 spark plug. Directly through. Obviously, at that time, we were running water in that block. Which I'll probably never do again.
Sure.
But,
for that reason, or
for the reason that if it does happen, it causes a lot of mess. You
obviously are okay.
Well, Sam was driving it, my older brother, so he drove that car. So, but he's all good. But yeah, we obviously crashed that car, and I was in the process of building the Fox body behind me. So obviously when that happened, I focused on getting this thing together. And then we just went radio racing ever since. Obviously I had the VL as well. So, but ever since then, we've always wanted to get back into like a big tire pro mod deal. And originally we were fixing the GDO. The GDO was actually at Craig Burns at SCF in Sydney, waiting to be repaired. I had an offer for the car to be taken as it was, crashed.
Why? Were they just popular back then?
Obviously, the car was a pro stock car. Like it was Jason Hedges' car when we purchased the car, and there was a guy that wanted to get back into pro stock racing and wanted that chassis for some reason. I'm not sure why. But we did the deal with him, and he ended up taking that car.
Perfect.
And then, fortunately enough, I came across this car from a good mate, John Ricker. He's one of his friends, Manny, was building this. And then I ended up collecting this thing off them, and the build of this car started about 2 years ago. So,
Interesting.
Yeah.
And 5-second pass in it, you reckon?
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely capable of doing it. the weight and all that stuff, it's pretty much there to be able to go, like if I can go like low 580s, 570s, I'll be pretty stoked to do that with this thing.
And Pro Mod, they have the cutoff though, 585.
585 for like the NDRC stuff, or PDRC, whatever you want to call it.
I don't know why they do that. Like, if you got a hot rod, you want to wick the thing up, right?
I feel like they're trying to keep it from showing top door slammer up a little bit.
Right.
I don't really want to say that out loud.
Well, I mean, no one's watching this, so...
I think that's what it is. So I feel like they don't want to make it look that, you know...
But I feel like with technology, everyone's getting faster. If cars are capable, why not just go, all right, well, let's move the index, or let's open it right up?
Definitely door slammer needs to be looked at, for sure, for rules and stuff like that. It needs to definitely go down the line of Pro Mod. Like, Australia's way far behind.
Yeah.
EFI is... there's not a huge advantage in EFI.
Yeah. But a lot of some of those guys are very, very old school. Hey, they don't want to.
Correct. But you're going to look at what's coming. You know what I mean? Like the generation coming doesn't want to play with mechanical fuel injection. Like I don't want to.
Everything's on a computer.
I won't go anywhere near it. EFI is the way to go.
Totally.
Like, well, obviously, younger generation, we know computers more and stuff like that.
Yeah.
This stuff is so much more safe than mechanical injection. You know what I mean? With everything, like it saves on parts, it saves on everything. Like there's so much stuff in EFI these days that helps look after these motors and makes these cars what they are. That it's
what is the combo in this? Brad Anderson.
Yeah, so this is a BAE. So Brad Anderson block.
Yep.
Brad 6 heads, which are pretty old school, but they do all right for what I'm doing at the moment. 471 cube, so still pretty small in the cubic inches. Twin Garrett G55 88 mils. So still obviously smaller in the turbo department.
What rear housing you got on them?
They're just, I can't even remember what they are. 122s or something like that. Whatever.
So it moves a bit of air.
Yeah, it does. It made 3180 on the dyno a few weeks ago on 49 pound of boost, so it's up there with a lot of them. So we'll just see. It's just, like I said, it's a new deal. We're still sorting everything out, chassis wise and stuff like that. So we're still getting around it.
And you had a big tire on it, but you showed us before you got a radial on it now.
Yeah. So the car was originally, well, when I say originally, when I built the car, it was built to do both. As you know, I do both. Like I'm mainly radial. I have done big tire stuff in the past.
Now I asked you this off camera. What do you prefer to drive, a radial or a big tire?
Definitely a radial.
Yeah,
definitely a radial. Just the sheer, I don't know, speed of a radial from when they leave to like when they get to their half track or whatever. Like just the delivery of power is so much different to a big tire. Like I haven't gone stupid 60 foots in a big tire yet, but I'm sure it will feel similar. But the radial itself is just, I don't know, it's the feeling that you don't really get to feel a lot.
So you're basically saying radial's faster than big tire?
Radial's definitely faster than big tire, for sure.
Yeah. To all the big tire guys out there, you've heard it. The Fox body, mate. Let's move away from this. This is my thing, man. I love these cars, and this one in particular because I was saying to you before, when I saw a photo of this, I was like, "Fuck!" This is one of the things that drove me to get one. Yeah. Pretty simple combo, but you were saying
it is a pretty simple combo. The engine itself's near on 30-year-old big block Chev.
Yeah.
So still cast, still big block, like big M block. It's got a set of casts, Big Chief, Dart 1, Pro 1, Dart heads, which are still cast.
Yeah.
You know, like
crazy.
The actual intake port on them is still cast. Like there's no machining in them whatsoever, no hand porting, no nothing. They're like out of the box head. So it's a pretty simple combo. It's got a billet crank and, you know, alley rods and stuff like that, but nothing you can't buy off the shelf with this.
And maintenance-wise, for something like that?
Pretty good. Like I do 50 passes on rods and stuff like that. Same as valve train, like 50 passes on, you know, like on valves and stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously just valve springs, you know, in between and stuff like that, and just normal maintenance, oils and stuff.
Passes you're doing, you've gone 4.0.
It has. 405 at 185.
That was in Sydney.
Yeah.
In a killer track.
Yeah, at 3,200 and something pounds.
I remember watching that. I wasn't down there at the event, but you guys were battling back and forward, Webby, then you. Then Correct. I was like, man, this is badass.
Yeah. That was probably still a highlight of my racing career was that weekend. I think. That was
It was like the perfect storm. The weather was good. The track was tight.
Yeah, and being it was our first trip out of WA with the car.
Yeah.
And obviously we struggled 2 years in a row with COVID and all that racing here, like even just trying to get it. We went, I think the best was a 445 before we left Perth.
Right.
Our first, you know, like first pass off the trailer was a 442, I think it was. And then we ended
up... you're in for a good time when that happens.
And then just after that, it was just like numbers just dropping off it. You know what I mean? Like we skipped the 20s altogether. Like we went from a 30 to an 18 or whatever. So,
wow.
Like...
Did you know, like, you're like, fuck, we're on here?
Well, we knew the car had the potential. Like the whole car itself was set up. Like it's got a lot of good stuff in it.
Yeah.
And we know the car had the power with the weight and all that. We knew it could do it. It was just getting it to work correctly and all that. And luckily we had, we had Craig Burns, Corey Burns help us out that weekend.
Yeah.
Like a new set of shocks in the car. Like before I went there, I knew I wanted to have it right and all that. So,
I feel like that makes all the difference, is people that can know what the chassis needs at what moment.
Yeah, the shock thing was a big thing for us, like our rear shocks. We just had, we had a good set of Mensa 2-ways in it when we built the car.
Yeah.
But we thought we needed that little bit extra.
Yeah.
So Burnsy ended up getting hold of like a set of we built a brand new set of 4-ways for it.
Yeah. Still Mensa shock.
Correct. Yeah, still a Mensa, But we think that opened up a big window in the chassis side of this car.
How much better was it initially just from a 2-way to a 4-way?
Again, I don't have good data because obviously going from the perf track to that track, but the way that the finer adjustments in a 4-way make life a lot easier on a good track and stuff like that. So we definitely picked up a lot with those shocks. I still run those shocks to this day. So, yeah.
You know the most badass thing about not only the Fox body, but a Fox body had gone to 3, and then it's so many of them now knocking on the door to go 3. I feel like everyone should just have a Fox body.
Yeah.
Is it your favourite car or nah?
Yeah, I always wanted one. I always saw them racing in the States and stuff like that.
Was that the appeal because you saw them in America?
Not only that, but they kind of look like an early Commodore. Sure. And I've been an early Commodore guy from like VLs and stuff since I just like cars. Yeah. But again,
they pretty much are an American Commodore.
I think of it like that way. Yeah. So, and then obviously when they started, I started seeing them a lot in the States, and I was like, I kind of want one of them. You know what I mean? And this car was obviously in Victoria, as was built as like an X275 car. Yep. One of my good friends, Jeff, was actually looking at the car before I was. Yep. But he couldn't pull the deal, couldn't get the deal together or whatever. And then I ended up being like, I kind of want this car. Sure. So I kind of pulled what I could to get it done, and ended up buying the car that was there. So obviously a lot of work. The platform changed a lot by the time I sold my VL and stuff like that to building this car.
I feel like that's the progression of cars though. You get it and then it's like, all right, what do we got to do to make it work?
Yeah, correct. So originally I was just going to take my driveline from my VL Commodore, which was just a, 388 LS, twin 76, 75s and power guide, like pretty simple deal. But the plan was to go from that rolling shell to this rolling shell. Yeah. But by the time I got back from Ken to Radial Right in 2019, till I got home driving back to Perth, I think I sold the car. I had no gearbox. The engine was at spot on performance, and that ended up getting sold before I even got back to Perth. So by the time I got to the back, I had nothing. I had a roller on the back of the trailer, and that was it. So.
And it's like a 3 or 4 day journey to get back over here?
Yeah, it was 4.5 for us to get home because we picked this up on the way home. So we had to do the long trek through Melbourne and back to Perth.
I was saying to you before, this is my first time in Perth, the flight over here, I was like, it can't be that bad. It's
terrible.
Man, it's like New Zealand's shorter.
Yeah, for you guys,
Yeah.
Yeah, WA's just, I don't know. It's good, but it's in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, it's not good for drag racing either.
Nah.
If you want to travel.
What's the go with the track though? They're doing some works at the moment.
From far as I know, it's meant to be getting resurfaced. That's the talks. Nothing's been put out there publicly. Yeah. There's rumours everywhere, as there is for everything. But don't know if you can take any of those rumours.
I feel like that with the racing thing, there's a lot of hearsay. He said, she said, oh, this is going on. And it's like, no one actually knows.
No one actually knows. Yeah. And no one will know until the government sort their stuff out.
Is it government track?
It's government ran, yeah. It's leased to another company, but it's still government owned.
Same as like Willowbank.
Correct, yeah. Sure. So unfortunately, it's in the hands of the government with that spending.
And we all know how good they are.
Yeah, they take a while.
Yeah. Mate, the goal with this one, what do you want to do with it?
I want to go a 3. Yeah, that's the whole thing. I want the car to go a 3 as it is with the cast big block and all that, and it will do it. Yeah. Obviously, I've taken it to a few events since the Sydney round. We went to 405, but unfortunately, it just hasn't played out right with either weather conditions and stuff like that. I always support Canada rounds. Yeah. Deep down, they're my favourite event. Yeah. I love the guys that run it, and I'll stick to them for a long time.
100%. Well, without it, we don't have any radio.
That's what I mean. Yeah. And they've looked after me every time I've come over there. 100%. Like I've got, every time I've gone to an event, I've always been looked after with, just everything. Yeah. So,
well, man, you got to lug your shit all the way across the country.
Yeah. So I'll just support them as they support me
100%.
pretty much.
Yep.
So I do want to go a 3. So I kind of wish I was in Queensland last weekend. But unfortunately, you can't always be everywhere.
I've never walked onto Willowbank. I've said this before. I've never walked onto a Willowbank surface and been like, fuck, I'm stuck. Yeah. I literally stood there and I was like, went to roll off and I was like, oh, my foot is...
Can't go anywhere.
So I looked around. I was like, all right, no one's looking. I sort of fell off it and then I was like, instantly tied my shoelace up. It was incredible.
Incredible, yeah. I've heard from everyone I've heard that's been on it was a very good track.
Yeah. That crunchy sort of sound, you knew straight away.
Yeah. So obviously we are going to Jambo in August, and we are staying for Radial Riot.
And Pro Mod.
Yes. Yeah, with the red car, orange car, whatever
Yeah.
it is. Orange.
What is it? Is it?
It is orange. Yes.
What's the colour of like?
It's the new Lambo car.
It is. Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
Okay. Because I was looking at it in the light there. I can see a little bit of.
Yeah, in the sun it's completely different.
Yeah,
like
sure.
it's orange as hell. But in darker light, it looks red. Everyone called it a red car when we first painted it.
Yeah.
Kind of didn't like that, but
Yeah. It is what it is. Yeah. Mate, a piece of advice you'd give yourself 5 years ago.
It's a hard one, eh? For me, I think I know it's hard, like with money and all that, and it probably was a little bit easier 5 years ago with cost of performance stuff and all that as well. But
to buy parts and build.
correct,
shit.
yeah. But I think like skimping out on cheaper parts isn't the way to go.
No,
like,
the poor man pays twice.
Exactly. So I feel like if I did it 5 years ago, which I didn't really skimp out a lot on parts back then, but there was stuff that, you know what I mean, not cut corners, but took the easier path.
Sure.
And I feel like if I didn't do that, I'd probably, you know what I mean, I guess it's a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like with that sort of stuff.
Forever learning.
It is. But if you didn't do it originally and you kind of listen to some other people that know a little bit more at the time and all that, I feel like you get a better path.
100%.
You get a better path to where you want to be, and you get to that a little
Less
bit quicker.
frustration too, because your shit's working straight away.
Correct, but we've done a lot of learning in the last 5 years myself. Like going from running like NA carby cars to full on EFI twin turbo deals and all that. So
I feel like that's one extreme to the next.
it is, yeah. So like I've had to do a lot of learning. Like I do a lot of the stuff myself, like engine building and all that. Like get a lot of help from around and all that. But the main side of it, like I've been building this engine since the day I've had it.
Yeah, sure.
This one as well, like same thing. Even the VL, like the motor of my VL was pretty much all built by me and stuff. So like there's, I feel like I've learned a lot.
One thing I learned off you, which I don't think I've mentioned before, is I saw a car in Sydney, and it was you had the breathers on the top, and it had vacuum cleaners stuck to it, and I was like, man, that's ghetto. But I was like, it works.
Yeah, it works.
I love it.
Yeah, so we pull air through the engine just to try to cool it quicker.
Yeah, I
like
love
there's
that.
no, like this thing's on a solid block, but this one is like, there's no way of cooling them down. Like you can't. I don't run water in this either.
Yeah.
So, but the easiest way to do it is pull cooler air through the engine. So
Yeah,
that's
well, it makes perfect sense. But I saw it and I was like, that's ghetto. But I was like, it works.
Yeah. Like obviously, a lot of people do. We cool our transmissions down with transmission coolers, like pit ones. So it's kind of the same effect. You're just pushing cooler air or oil back through everything to cool it down. So that was the whole thing with that. I seen it a while ago in the States, someone doing it. And I was like, I need to try that. And when I did try it, I'd never turn back.
Perfect.
So,
Mate, if you could invite someone over for dinner, who would it be?
I don't know. I feel like I'd love to invite John Ricker over for dinner one night, just so I could pull the absolute piss out of him.
Johnny?
Yeah, me and Johnny get along well like that. Yeah. And I think like it would have to have Burnsy there and stuff like that too, just to make sure it's completely uncomfortable for John.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'd love to get Burnsy on here, but he said him and Pazzo, not a chance.
Not a chance.
No. They don't want to talk in front of a camera.
Maybe we can pull him up at Jambo.
Maybe. Just put the camera in front of him and start talking shit.
Talk to him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like making people feel uncomfortable.
Sure. Is this uncomfortable?
No.
Should we have
Not at all.
Can we have
Not
an
at all.
silence?
Nah, for them, like I know Ricker and all that.
Yeah.
You know.
He's a good dude.
He is.
And he's doing a lot of cool
I love
shit.
the bloke, but I love pulling the piss out.
Oh, you have to.
And he delivers it back.
Yeah,
so that's okay.
perfect.
Yeah.
So, Ricker, for dinner.
Yeah.
What do you cook?
I don't know. Probably nothing. Just
empty plate.
that's it. Just to make it even more worse for him.
You've come all this way, but you're eating nothing.
That's it.
Italian background.
Yeah.
Yeah. Food. I feel like it's part of the culture. You've got to eat nice food.
You can tell.
You like good food?
I do.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Always, growing around my grandparents and all that, always cooking Italian meals, even on week. Like we went there, I spent a lot of time around my dad's side, my nonna and all that.
Yep.
Being that they had property just not up the road from where we are now.
Yep.
So like after school, weekends, school holidays and all that, we would be there. I'd be there with my cousins and all that.
Yep.
Just always running amok and all that. So always having, every time we're there, lunch, dinner, whatever, like it was always.
And I feel like you can't not
say no to food in an Italian household, unfortunately. So
which is a good thing. Yeah, it's delicious.
It is. It's good, but obviously controlling it's a different thing as well. So. But yeah, just both sides of my family were always cooking. What I mean? My mum still cooks these days, and
Beautiful.
I love it. So
it's a culture thing. I feel like Australians don't have that.
No, I don't think they do. But like again, it's bringing a family together for 100%. Dinners, lunches, and stuff like that. Like we're always doing
family?
stuff. Yeah, decent size. Yeah, decent size for Italian. Not stupidly big, but decent. So, but again, there's always stuff on every weekend. So
of course, if you were to write a book about yourself, mate, what would you call it?
I don't even know where to start.
Should we ask Ricker?
Yeah, probably. Probably, I don't know. Organised shit show, maybe?
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah.
Organised shit show.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Not sure. It'd be a hard one to... I don't even know if I'd write a book about myself, to be honest.
What if someone wrote it for you?
They would have to work out the name themselves.
Sure.
Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. The business, mate, what do you got there?
So we owe, family owns a interior fit out company.
Yep.
Cabinet maker.
Let's give it a plug, mate. What's it called?
Diverse Project Group.
Yep.
So national-wide company. We
Yep.
do a lot of stuff all over Australia. A lot of high-end brands and stuff like that. But yeah, just my dad started cabinet making back 30-something years ago,
Yep.
and just slowly has built it up to where it is today.
And if someone wants to get something done, what's the best way to get in contact?
Contacts by our website,
Yep.
www.diverseprojectgroup.com.au.
Yep.
And then obviously there's a area in there where you can put all your info in and stuff like that, and it will send us through some information, and then we'll contact you with regarding to the works.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is there much of a wait or anything like that?
Always busy,
Of course.
but there's always we can always make stuff work and all that.
Yep. Mate, 3 cars. The race car, what I've called the fuck you car, and then a daily. What would you choose and why?
Oh, I don't know. Race car probably be one of the two behind me, obviously.
That's
I've built him to the way I wanted him,
Yeah.
so that's, yeah. What do you mean by fuck you car?
So it can be anything. So it can be something obnoxious. It can be a monster truck. It could be a cop car with bazookas on it. It could be anything. It could be a army tank.
Yeah, I don't know, It's one of them things. An army tank would be pretty cool.
It would be.
Maybe a killdozer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you planning something out here or?
It's been a conversation between a few of us. But no,
Doomsday?
not planning anything.
I feel like probably.
I feel like some days I would love a killdozer.
I feel like with enough space out here, you could probably bunker down.
Yeah, you probably could a little bit.
Yeah.
Those neighbours are a bit close sometimes.
Yeah, sure. Mate, that guy across the road from me, he's got really, really nice lawn.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does he spend a lot of time on it?
Yeah, he's always mowing it every week.
Yeah, I can understand.
This was nice until we started building around here and it turned to crap. So
Mate, it's a nice shed.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. It's good to have this close to home. Obviously, it's my parents' place. So
Yeah. So,
grateful for
killdozer.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I don't know why.
Bulletproof?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it'll be a cool feeling for a while just to be able to drive through shit.
Yeah. Just not even slowing down.
Exactly.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Now, the daily.
Daily. I don't know. It's a hard one, eh?
I asked the hard questions here, mate.
I had I'd love another F6 or something.
Okay.
I had one of them years ago, but
Barrow.
yeah, I feel like I probably should never sold the car.
Brother.
I'm
You got a soft spot for them?
I'm a fence sitter.
Are you?
I like all types of cars and stuff.
I guess it's not a bad thing.
As
But
you can see, I went from VLs to Fox bodies to
Yeah.
67 Mustangs. And
yeah.
all that stuff.
Is that what it is? A 67?
Yeah, it's a 67 fastback.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
So
Should we have a look around it? Get up close and personal?
yeah,
with
we
some
can
of
do
these?
that. Yeah,
Let's have a look.
for sure.
So obviously no engine in it at the moment.
So just the short block and crank at the minute for this thing.
Yep.
Waiting for rods to come from the States.
Yep. Parts and stuff pretty easy to come by.
They are. It's just waiting the normal, 5-6 weeks or whatever it is
Yep.
to get stuff from the States at the moment. Obviously, manufacturing takes a little bit longer at the minute. So
I feel like at the moment buying stuff in Australia and then sometimes it takes longer to send it one state, whereas you buy stuff in America and it's here in like 2 or 3 days.
100%. Like I can get stuff from the States within 3 days, and you get stuff from the other side of Australia and it takes a week.
And it gets lost.
Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, this thing's just going through. It's like this. I haven't done anything on this thing since we built it, so
Yep.
it's done 32 passes, including dyno stuff.
Yep.
So it was time for just rods and stuff like that. So
Yep.
service cylinder heads and stuff. So they're at the machine shop at the moment. But like I said, I'm just waiting for there is rods over there and stuff that came out of it.
Yep.
But just waiting for the new stuff to rock up, which hopefully will be another couple of weeks from now.
And what would you normally do for a set of rods? Or to like change a rack would be 30, 40 passes? Or
On this car, it'd probably be there like 30, 35 maybe,
Yep.
probably max.
Yep.
But yeah, depending, like that car there, I've pushed that thing to like 55, 60 passes on rods.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't know if I'm starting to push this thing a little bit more, it might be a little bit sooner.
Yep, sure.
Depending, I'm guessing.
Well, that's the goal,
I'll soon
though.
find out.
Yeah.
Once I put a hole in it,
Hopefully not.
I'll mark that off as my.
But at least it hasn't got water in it though, right?
No, it's yeah, so it's not as bad.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yes, it looks so badass. Anything billet, hey, just looks.
and this block's been through a lot too.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
I obviously bought the engine used,
Yep.
so done a lot of upgrades on it too.
Yep, of course. And all business in the middle.
Yeah, so it's got a
2-speed, 400?
no 3-speed.
3-speed,
So
yep.
it's got an Hours race glides.
Yep.
3-speed.
They're really
Turbo
good,
400. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I love the boys there.
Yep.
Good mates with Brad, one of the guys that works there.
Yep, sure.
Good mates with Al and all that too.
Yep.
They've looked after me since the day I had an issue in Sydney back in 2016.
Yep.
They did everything to get me back on the track in my top sportsman car back then, and
Yep.
ever since then I've just stuck by them. So,
Sure.
And they've always been really good to me. It's got a nil chance bolt together converter.
Yep.
Full steel billet one.
Lock up?
No,
No.
not
Yep.
lock up.
I'm tossing up whether to do that at the moment is go lock up or non-lock up. And I hear all these horror stories of like people's engines just getting smashed up. I'm like, oh, I wonder if that's, should I do it or
should
not?
I do it or not? Yeah.
Yep. I can't afford to be tearing shit up, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, I can set it up for lockup, but I haven't.
Yep. Carbon tubs.
Yeah, full carbon fibre everywhere.
No parcel shelf, no music, no.
nothing.
Where do you put the drinks? No drinks, no esky.
You get that when you get out.
When you run PBs.
Yeah.
And so look at the colour. You can actually see that now.
It's very metallic.
Sponsors, who you got, mate?
Pretty much just everyone that helped me build the car.
Yep.
To be honest, I've got some new sponsors that will be announced before Jamboree.
Sure.
Which is pretty cool.
Yep.
Some big guys as well. Some companies that come on board and giving us some decent money to get over the Jambo and Radial Right.
Awesome.
Which would be cool. But majority of the ones on the back window are companies, local companies and companies from overseas that have helped me build this car to where it is.
Yep.
And have obviously supported the other car too. So.
Man, the size of these wheels, what is that, a 13?
They're 15, 14.
14, yeah, wow.
Yeah, 15, 14.
So my understanding with these, with the radial tyre, with the bigger stretch, there's like less margin for error. Is that right? With the truck?
It uses more of the actual flat part of the tyre.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
But I get once you start stretching them, you lose a bit of that sidewall movement. So they are more critical on how you.
A lot of guys in America are starting to do that though, hey?
Correct. Well, they're putting I know they're putting 275s on 1515s and stuff these days. So that's a big stretch.
Let's have a look at this Fox body, mate. This is my jam. I love these things. The old workhorse.
Mine getting used as a storage storage.
Oh yeah. Is that the secret to make them go fast? Just load them up full of shit.
Yeah. This car came out of the truck from Adelaide in this the last round we did in March or whatever it was.
I can't believe
got put up on jacks and it's sat here since.
Yeah, I can't believe how you were saying off camera before, like how simple the setup is though in the bum of it.
Yeah.
The chassis
from firewall back, we can actually open the doors up and all that, but from firewall back is pretty much standard rail, all the way up over to the top of the diff.
Yeah.
Danny from Spot On had a lot to do with this car.
Yep.
I actually flew him to Perth for a week.
How good?
Yeah, from when this was a roller. So the car was built, majority of the chassis work was done by Mick Waters down in Bunbury, which is a couple of hours south from us here.
How good is Danny on the piss?
Very.
Yeah.
Used to be a lot more lit, but tamed a lot these days, I guess. But, but I obviously been good mates with Danny for a lot of years now. And, so I hit him up about him and Andy up about maybe trying to get him over here to do some work on this, and they were all for it. So I got him over here for a week.
They're good dudes, man.
Yeah, and he's an absolute animal when it comes to fab work.
Yeah,
the guy does not stop.
Oh
and, the amount of work he did on this thing, he did pretty much the whole rear end of the car.
Yeah.
Or the hot side, cold side in a week. Just absolutely smashed this thing.
Well, when I had my first car built with him, he built my VE and did the rear end of it, and I was like, I think that's where the obsession started. It was like metal fabrication porn, and then I was like, oh, I want to go faster. And then I was found a Fox body, and then he just went ham. And now it's like an addiction.
Yeah, correct. I'd love to have Spot On in my backyard.
Yep.
That would be...
Maybe talk to him and get a shop over here.
I'd have to bring Danny or Danny or something over here to do
I don't want to ship my stuff over here, so...
It's definitely more expensive.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Can we open up the doors and
stuff? Yeah, for sure. Just mind the 2 oil boxes in there. Just pull on it. She's a bit old, man.
I'm just a bit mindful. I don't want to be yanking on stuff.
A bit rougher on this one.
I feel like they all have to be like that. Hey, you got to yank on shit?
Yeah. It's missing a little bit of electrical stuff because I stole it for the dyno, but I haven't put it all back in yet. But it's pretty simple.
Factory dash too? That's standard? OEM?
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, you can see the floor's pretty much all standard through the front for the footwells and all that. It's still got all that. That's all rail through there underneath the car.
Yep. Oh, how good. Strictly business.
Yeah. It's obviously got a twin rail set up as well. But
and then same wheels on the back here.
Yeah, they're 1513 Sanders.
Yep. What's the go with those? Why do you like those? Just the look of them?
I don't know. I've always just liked the sanded rear. I brought them back in the day for my our GDO, but I've just always liked Sanders wheels. I've even got the 16 by 18s for the big tyres as well. They're Sanders as well. So
sure.
I've just always been a fan of them.
Uh-huh.
And they're so easy to deal with too.
Their company?
Yeah, they're so good to deal with.
All right, mate. So if you had all the money in the world, what would you do if you didn't have to work?
Race.
Spoken like a true racer.
I feel like that's the ultimate goal in life would be to...
Just live at the racetrack.
100%.
Yeah.
I think move to the States and do just full-time racing.
Well, they get paid good money over there, don't they?
It's different to here. It's obviously...
We're hobby racers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a job over there. It's
How
a
do
profession.
How do we get that here? How do we get paid to race?
I think it's hard because racing in Australia is promoted wrong
Yeah.
with, like, I don't know, news and stuff like that. Like, it's always looked at as a bad thing.
Yeah.
Where
Even though we're trying to do it at a racetrack in a
correct,
safe
yeah.
environment.
But we always just get put in, in the shit side of it,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
You're a
Like,
hoon.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's always hoon and, you know what I mean? Like, it's never, if it's ever on the news and it's a street race, it's always drag racing, you know what I mean? It always
Yeah.
gets a bad rep from it and
Yeah.
stuff like that. It's not street racing or it's not, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. And it's just, it doesn't, I don't think a lot of companies don't want to be involved with that unless they like cars themselves,
100%.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
Is there much of a street scene here, like a street racing type deal?
not like over there, like
Yeah.
not over your way. Like over your way, when I've been out there a few times, it's pretty like it
That
gets,
Mexico, we don't do street
yeah,
racing.
yeah,
in Queensland.
Mexico, yeah. Like it gets pretty intense, but
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
not as much. Like
Yeah.
cops are real harsh here with
Yeah.
everything, man.
Sure.
Like even to try to have like a nice street car is
Yeah.
near on impossible.
Is
these
there
days.
like places people go for a cruise and a meet-up sort of thing? Like,
Yeah, so we have like the normal cars and coffees, and
Yeah.
there's a couple of car clubs that do stuff like down at Scarborough and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and just everywhere really.
man, that's such a nice spot.
Summer's obviously a lot busier here for cars.
Yeah.
Winter obviously slows down a bit.
Yeah.
But again, you don't get like the type of cars that are at those cars and coffees and stuff. Like you guys get a heap of pro street stuff.
Yeah.
Like pretty much 7-second, 8-second street cars
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
here, it's not as big. There is a few around, but it's not as big as it is.
They all
over
just
east.
hiding in garages.
Correct. Like,
Yeah.
and they'll come out every now and then. But
Yeah.
again, you get caught with that on the street here. It's
Yeah.
instant yellow sticker and
Yellow sticker taken off the road.
take off the road.
And then
red
go to
goes on.
pits.
Yeah, which is near on impossible.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So like that, we don't even have like club reg are starting to come around a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I know you guys are pretty big with that stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
definitely.
Historic plates and stuff in Melbourne and all
Yeah.
that type of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
over here it's just so hard to do it.
So it's like killing industry, really, isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Mate, if you could write a letter to your younger self, what would be in it as a piece of advice?
It's a hard one because I'm not sure, but probably be a bit smarter with everything, like with everything you did. Obviously, I'm not very smart with money, but
These are the best investment ever.
I know,
Happiness. You
you could be smarter with money to be able to spend more money, like on this type of stuff. Like I got out of school pretty early, like year 10, and got into work
Yep.
straight away, and I've done that ever since. And I
Yep.
feel like that was a good head start
Yep.
for myself. Obviously, you know what I mean. I got into cars when, like, I bought my VL when I was 16. So
Yep. You've obviously done something right if you can afford VLs and then go up to what these are, though.
yeah, just working, man. Like
Yep.
when I was younger, I did a lot of hard overtime and all that stuff, and
Yep.
just always working and stuff
Yep.
like that. And still am these days, like still working all the time.
Yep.
Obviously do this stuff, like I work on these things during the night.
Yep.
You know what I mean? After work, I'll come here and do, you know what I mean, from 6:30, 7 o'clock at night till,
Yep.
10 o'clock at night, and wrenching on these things, and then get up next morning and go to work. So
But that's the joys of a racer, hey?
pretty much, like,
Yep.
you couldn't do it any other way, really. But I like to go racing, so I'll put the work in to do
Yep.
it. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Have you got many of a crew that sort of help out much, or you do a lot of it
Yeah, I've
yourself?
got like my hard crew, like, you know
Yep.
what I mean. They've been around for a long time.
Yep.
Like I've got Josh, Rob, my brother Sam, my
Yep.
parents are always there. Obviously Jeff Johnson from Power Management Solutions.
Yep.
Another mate of mine, Johnny from Ignite Auto Electrics and stuff
Yep.
like that. We've been racing for a long time.
Yep. How hard is it to find good crew?
Very,
Yep.
yeah, very hard. It's like it's normally your mates and stuff
Yep.
like that.
Yep.
And everyone's got families these days and stuff like a few years ago, before we all had kids and all that, we would, after work we would be wrenching on these things.
Yeah.
But
Because that's
obviously,
the boys hanging out.
yeah, correct. But obviously everyone's got families now, so it's a bit harder. So a lot of this stuff, like a lot of it in the shed stuff now, I kind of do on my own.
Yep.
And then they're always there for when we
Whenever
need
we
them,
need it.
which is the
Yep.
track. So
Yep.
I'm happy with that. You know
Which
what I
is
mean?
it's good when you need it most,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah. So and like they travel with us.
Yep.
Like they come to pretty much, if they can't make it to events, it's like it's understandable. You know
Yep.
what I mean? But I can find other
Family
people.
first.
Yeah,
Yep.
100%. I've always been that way, man. I'm not gonna. I don't kick a stink if someone can't come to come racing with me, man.
Well, they're helping out.
Everyone's got a life, you know
Yep,
what I mean?
yep.
And I understand that completely.
What do you mean? There's life outside of racing?
Unfortunately, there is.
Yeah. Mate, a most challenging decision you've ever made in life?
I don't know. It's a hard one. I think like when I had kids, I had to take a big step back.
Yep.
into-
How much does it change your life?
A lot.
Yep.
A heap. Like it does a heap. Like if I didn't have kids, I'd probably be doing this stuff all the time.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But like obviously opens your mind up. A lot more work goes into it. Like
Yep.
you know what I mean? You got to keep a roof on them, like over the top of them, and keep pushing forward for them and all that. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like there's a lot of stuff goes into them, and I'm just glad that I can still be able to do this stuff like on my off time and all that.
Yep. Do they like cars?
They do. Yeah. They
you
love
reckon
it.
they'll eventually get into it?
I think so. My son's 10. He's already asked me for a junior dragster, but I'm kind of
like a junior one.
Yeah. But I'm kind of sticking away from it because I personally don't like them myself.
Yeah.
But
man, the noise they make,
oh man,
it's disgusting.
It's terrible.
I don't know how some. I feel like some of them would be louder than something like that.
Yeah, they are. Yeah. Like this thing idling's probably quieter than a junior sitting there idling.
Oh man.
But yeah, I want to get in one, but at the same time, I don't want to be one of them people that have to run one. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like
what about
holding
just
off.
a street fox body?
Yeah, one day. I'd probably like him just to jump in.
I've got one for sale if you want.
I've already got my own.
I'll do one for him.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, we'll see. Maybe I'd like to get him just straight into a street car type thing. But yeah, again, like
more racing.
More racing. Yeah, for sure. But obviously, I had to take a step back a little bit when having kids and stuff like that. But I'm just glad my partner knows that I'm into it as much.
Yep. She appreciate it?
She does. She supports me, so that's all I can ask for. You know what I mean? I was doing it a lot before I met her, obviously, and I told her from the start that this is what I do. Don't like
and she was cool with it?
Yeah, it is what it is.
Was she a car person?
She wasn't, no, nowhere near cars. Like, she didn't even know how to check oil on it, you know what I mean, all that stuff. She just drove her car till it was dead pretty much. So
and that's your job.
Yeah, unfortunately. So, but yeah, like, she's been understandable and all that. She knows where my path is with this stuff and all that. Like,
and the passion.
Yeah, it's a big passion for me. And one day I'd like to do more of it, you know what I mean? Like, obviously, states and stuff like that. And
how do we do that here?
Yeah, man, it's a hard one. It's obviously, there's events out there, and sticking by the promoters and stuff like that. Like, there's generally good, like a good few promoters in Australia that you need to stick by. Like going to a Kenda event, like just get out there and race. Like, I know you're not always going to have the most perfect track in the world, but without you being there,
there is no track in general.
There's no track in general. Like, you're not going to have that type of event. You know what I mean? Like, same as like Jammo and all that stuff. Like, just get out there and get involved. You know what I mean? Like, it might not be the best track, like I said, not the best track in the world, but the weekend that you get from it, like hanging out with your mates and you know, talking shit and all that.
That's invaluable, even though you're tearing your shit up or what, you're not having a good time, just hanging out.
Hanging out with everyone, man. Like, we got rained out in Adelaide for Kenda a couple of months back, and we still had one of the best racing weekends that, you know what I mean, weekend being with everyone that we've ever had. Like, man, it was just so good.
It was so fucking cold there.
It was freezing. But one of my dickhead mates decided to swim across the Murray at 1:30 in the morning too.
What?
Yeah.
It wasn't one of the guys that was dressed as Oompa Loompa, was it?
Yes, it was. Adrian. The one that owns the HG ute. So his stupid little ass decided to go for a swim.
No hypothermia or nothing?
He was pretty close to it.
Yeah, wow. Yeah,
but he couldn't say no to $500.
Oh, is that what it was for?
Yeah.
So he could have potentially died for $500?
He was literally stripped off before the $500 even got mentioned.
Wow.
Like, it was like, would you swim across? Hell yeah, I'm gone.
Is he a confident swimmer?
No, he can't swim for shit.
Man, it's probably worth $1,000.
Yeah, I probably would have. Yeah, I would have said yes to $1,000. It's probably not 500, but
it's easy money.
It was cold. I reckon the water would have been freezing.
Yeah. Man, I was cold in the car with the heater on.
Yeah, it was cold. Yeah, there's a good video out there of it.
Can we load it up?
No, he'll kill me.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay. He gets angry very quick. He's small, so his temper's very short.
Where can we see you next, mate?
Brisbane Jamboree in August. So we're making a long trek. 21st to the 24th, I think it is. Oh, I think it starts on the 20th, isn't it?
Yep. I had no idea.
I think it's like 4 days of testing.
Yeah, sure.
But we'll
That's
be
the good thing about Jambos. They do put a few good test days on beforehand.
So we'll be there we'll test Friday, qualifying Saturday, and then obviously racing Sunday. So. And
you'll have the autograph section set up as well. People can come get the autograph.
I'll be around, so if someone wants one, they can come hit me up.
Come find
I got stickers and all that, so for all the kids and stuff too as well. So.
And they find you. Obviously, you're bringing both cars or just one?
That decision's still not made.
Ooh.
The orange one will 100% be there, but depends if this thing gets lugged in the truck as well. Will be
sure.
I
know there's a few J275 cars that want a piece of it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know if I'll run it at Jambo. I'd probably park it up ready for Radial Right.
Yeah. Which is a couple of weeks after.
A month after.
Oh,
I think it's like 4 weeks or something like that. So.
Which I know some Outlaw 275 cars have been chirping your name. So
yeah. Well. Yeah. It is what it is, man. I'm happy.
Let's call them out.
I'm happy to race, man. Like I love racing.
Of course.
Outlaw 275. I think it's the best class there is. You know what I mean? Like, I think it's fucking awesome.
So when you and Andy take the lanes,
me and Andy had a bit of a rivalry but it's more of a friendly thing.
Of course.
Yeah. So I love
the friendly banter is the best thing about it because it's your mates. So.
Yeah, that's it. Like I love Andy, fucking him and Danny and all that. The whole crew, like they're fucking awesome.
So who's winning?
Well, I think. I'm still in front.
Of course, with times.
Yeah. Well, even actual wins, I'm still in front.
Sure. So against each other.
Yeah. I beat him when we both had the VLs. We did that run for charity or whatever.
Yeah, sure.
And then I don't think we've actually been able to meet up after that.
Yeah.
So I've ran Danny a couple of times.
He's dodging you.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, took one car off the road to build the other one.
Of course,
And obviously Adelaide we didn't get to because of the rain.
Yeah.
I've beat Danny a couple of times too. He knows that. He actually beat me once as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
Nice. I had a couple of battles with Danny. The last thing I wanted to race is obviously people in the same team, and in Kenda, one of the last ones, we literally raced almost every single time. I'm like, fuck. So it was 1 for 1. I spun, he spun, and we both got a win.
Yeah.
And it's like a shit thing. You both want to go down.
Yeah, you both want to go down. Yeah. He beat me a couple of times at the last Sydney Kenda we ran. So, and I beat him a couple of times as well. So
can we go on camera and get a bit of a bet going? You and Andy,
Me and
Fox
Andy?
Body on Fox Body.
if we get it over there, yeah. I'll always say yes to Andy for a race.
What if we put like a GoFundMe to get it trailed over there so it's happening?
I don't like taking other people's money, but man, look,
Fair.
if I do it, I'll just do it under
Yeah,
under
of
my own
course,
thing.
of course.
So we're going no matter what. It's just the hard thing is obviously having 2 cars there and maintaining 2 cars.
That's a long way to go.
It is, yeah. And to bring everything over there, it's a big thing.
Yeah.
Like I'd have to pack this whole workshop up into that truck and do the long haul over.
Which is a nice truck too.
Yeah, it's not bad. It does the job.
Yeah.
Could always wish for a little bit bigger.
Of course.
When you got so much crap.
Bigger is better, what they reckon,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So, but we'll see.
Yeah. Cool.
It's definitely not out of the plan of taking it.
Sure.
So
Perfect.
yeah.
Lorenzo, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on, mate, and having me in your shed, so appreciate it.
Appreciate it, mate. Thanks
Awesome.
for
Thank you.
coming over.
No, thank you, mate.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
But we're still getting that race right.
Hey?
We're still going to get that race right.
Yeah, if we come over. Tell them I put 275s on the big car and race.
Oh, I'm still recording.
I'm sorry, I don't care.